Good evening, everyone. Rhonda Gibson here with Cards for Christ, and I'm coming to you live tonight. I'm hot. It's hot in my room, and so I'm just kind of a little discombobulated tonight. I don't know why. You know, you have some days where you just feel all on top of the world and everything's wonderful, great, and then you have days like today where you're going, I don't know, something's not quite right, but I don't know what it is. So I'm working on that. I hope you guys are all doing good. Maybe it's part of this being socially, what is the word that they use? Socially, be social. Anyway, don't get around other folks. That's what it boils down to. So anyway, I'm excited because I get to come to you again tonight and show you a few things that I've been doing. I am making cards. I've been making cards all week, and I'm making all different kinds of cards. I've been making cards for a class. I've been making thank you cards, thinking of you cards, birthday cards. I think I've made just about every card, get well card. So I've been really busy. I've also been working on my room, so things aren't exactly the way behind me that they normally are, but that's okay because, like I said, I've been working on my room. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start on our project tonight. I hope you guys are all following along with me. If you ever want to know what I'm going to be doing, you can always ask me a little in advance, and I'll tell you what I think I'm going to be working on that evening, and we can do this together because it's a lot of fun. So anyway, okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring the camera down, and we're going to get started, okay? All right, here we go. Now I'm hoping that my lighting is okay because I have played with my lighting too today, and I'm not sure. But what we're going to work on is a paper pumpkin alternative. That's the first thing we're going to work on. I've got two projects tonight. This was this month's paper pumpkin. It was called No Matter the Weather. And these are the three cards that we made to start with. And I have made quite a few alternative cards, and they are actually going to be on a YouTube video. So if you guys want to, you can go over there, subscribe to my channel. It's just under Rhonda Gibson, and I'm wearing a red shirt. You guys know what my face looks like. So that's what I'm doing for my alternatives. But anyway, that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to use an alternative. So what I did was I just got this is all out of the paper pumpkin kit, but except for this, and this is a Whisper White sheet of 8.5 by 11, cut in half at 5.5 and 4 1/4. And then I just hand scored it. I didn't use the scoring board. I just hand scored it like so that it would have a nice level thing. Then this is the card front off of one of the, hi Michelle, off of one of the original. I'm looking, it's this one right here. And all I did was I just cut it off the front, and I'm going to place it right here in the center. I'm also kind of turning it upside down from what they had it so that it looks like we have darker skies and we have water down here. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to tape that down. I'm looking for my Snell, and we're going to do that. So I'm just going to tape it down real quick. Not using a ton of tape, just a little bit. And I'm going to center it and give myself a tiny border at the top and the bottom, and then try to give myself an even border on the sides. As you guys know, I am the Crooked Stamper, so you never know for sure what you're going to get. Then these were some of the die cuts, so the little boots with the flowers. I'm going to put them right here. This is a very, very simple card. I am going to pop up those boots because I do like them popped up. I like my cards to have a little bit of dimension, especially if they're a pretty plain card. I like for it to have a little bit of a dimension so that it's not too plain, if that makes sense. So, and I always use all my bits. So this is the edges, which I cut that. There we go. It's the edges, and I'm just going to put them along the leggings here. So they'll pop up. I'm going to grab another one. I use every bit of this, guys. Do not throw away this wonderful border on your dimensionals because you can use every scrap of it. And we don't waste anything here at my house. Matter of fact, we hoard stuff, which is not always good. So there's that. And I think I'm just going to leave the bottom as is. So a trick to this is just take your thumbnail and push it down in there, and it pops up a corner for you, and you can pull these right off. I already got that one. Throwing those in my trash. Those are the stickiest things, these little pieces of paper off of here. I have found them all over my house, all over me, all over. I even was sleeping with one the other night. I was like, what is that? That's what it was. It was one of those. So anyway, I'm just going to talk for a few minutes while I do this because it's being a little contrary. I have picked up a new craft. It's probably not a new craft to everybody. It's just new to me. It's called Diamond Dots, and it's the diamond paintings. And I have been playing with that quite a bit lately, and I absolutely love it. It's a lot like cross stitch, only it's with these little jewels that are like cut in half. It's kind of like my dots here, my jewels. And you put them, they're color coded just like a cross stitch, and you put them on that. Anyway, I have had so much fun. So we're going to do our stamping. So I'm getting my black memento ink. And I am using the sentiment from my paper pumpkin. By the way, all of this came from paper. This came from paper pumpkin. This did, and the sentiment did. And the sentiment is, no matter the weather, we're in this together. And this was a great kit because it came with all of these. It came with the clouds, with the rain over here, the sprinkles like mud puddles. It has little flowers and hearts. You are capable. You are capable of amazing things, and I love that sentiment. And then this month, because it was Paper Pumpkin's 7th anniversary, they gave us an additional stamp set, and this is it. It's a doorway, which I haven't done anything with yet, but I'm going to. Boots, a bunny, flowers, grass. This is like a two-stamp. I'm sure that's not the word, but you stamp this first, and then you can stamp this design over the top of it. Really cool. And it says, I believe in you, and it's got flowers. So that's a cool stamp set too. But we're going to use, no matter the weather, we're in this together. And right now that's a great saying because the weather's wackadoodle in the spring. But with the way the coronavirus and everything is, it's kind of nice to get a card that says, no matter the weather, we're in this together. I am using my piercing mat underneath this because this is the clear stamps and they don't have enough cushion. So you can do this. All right, guys, I'm called the Crooked Stamper for a reason. That is very crooked. So I'm going to, I'll probably use that later, just straighten it up somehow. But nope, I don't have, we're just going to use it tonight because I don't have the extra there. So we're going to use it tonight. Oh, well. Que sera, right? Don't cry over spilt milk or crooked stamping. So here we go. We're going to put the rest more of these on here. I like my stuff popped up. I do. Let's put this here like so. And I'm really popping it up pretty good because, you know, it's on there crooked, so I want it to stay on the card for a long time. Hi, Barb. How are you tonight? So anyway, that's what we're doing. And if you're a perfectionist, I will probably get on your nerves. So sorry for that. It's just who I am. So we're just popping. Right now, all we're doing, we're taking our paper pumpkin and we're making an alternative with it. For those of you who have just popped on. And this part takes a little while because I have a lot on here. Hey, Melinda. Nice to see you. Okay. And here we go. We're going to stamp. We're going to put this down. This is a very simple card, guys. One of the things I love about my paper pumpkin is that I can make my cards as simple or as complicated as I want to, and it doesn't really matter to anybody but me. Now I am going to take, oh, I took it over there. Remember I told you I'd do the diamond dots? I've been using my take your pick tool, so if you'll excuse me for just a moment, I'm going to grab it because it's over on the other side of the room. I grabbed it. This is the best tool for these little clear dots. I absolutely love this tool. It's got putty on the end, and so you can put it on there and you just kind of push it, and there's the dot. It's actually a raindrop is what it is. So I'm putting a couple of raindrops on my sentiment, and then I'm going to put, see how easy this comes off with this, guys? It is like so totally awesome. Put one down here. I'm going to do one more. I like to do odd numbers when I put stuff on, so sometimes if I get really carried away, I might have up to 7 or 9 on there. So, all right. And then the last thing I'm going to do, you guys know I love my Wink of Stella. So the last thing I'm going to do for the outside of this card is I'm just going to kind of give my little flowers a little bit of sparkle. Kind of makes it look a little bit like maybe it's got some rain on it. And I really like that. So, okay. There is the outside of our card. And then I don't know if you guys can see that very well. I don't know how my lighting is. I'm hoping it's okay tonight. But that's our card. Very simple. And then we have one other project we're going to do. I'm going to, before I go though, no matter the weather, we're in this together. I wanted to take, I think I'm going to take the little flower pot real quick. I'm not going to color it, guys, so you don't have to worry about me doing extra coloring. But I do want to just, I'll color it later. You guys know how to color. I'll color it later, but I do, whoops, there goes my whole, I got a new placemat that I really like, and it just caught on my thing. Boy, it sounds like I'm just beating that to death, doesn't it? Thank you, Elizabeth. Hello, Marty. Okay, I'm just going to take this little cute flower pot, and I'm going to put it right here on the inside, just to kind of dress up my inside a little bit. And like I said, I will color this later, but as you can see, it kind of, when it's colored, it will really dress up the inside of our card, and we can write whatever we want to in here. So there's that card done. And we're going to make one other thing tonight. Where's my, here it is. I'm getting my Simply Chamois, and I'm going to clean off both of those ink pads stamps before I forget. An ink pad is this, and this is a stamp. Okay, so I got those cleaned off. I'm going to set them over here to the side with my card. And then we are going to do a little project. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'm going to use, it's going to be a Easter project, sort of. I kind of want to call it a care package more than an Easter project, but this is the Easter, what I call the Easter stamp set. It's called Hold On to Hope, and it's got the Hold On to Hope, says God is love. Celebrating one of God's most remarkable creations. Says, I have made you, and I will carry you, I will sustain you, and I will rescue you. And that's out of Isaiah 46:4. And so that whole scripture is there. Then there's this pretty flower. I really want to call it more of a branch with flowers on it. And that's what that is. And then it says you. So you put, I think the ideal is you can put celebrating one of God's most remarkable creations, you. And then, of course, there's the heart, there's a flower, a butterfly, just lots of, there's 10 stamps in this. They are the cling mount, which is the rubber. When I say photopolymer, that's the clear. I have not put this together real well yet because, like I said, I just got the stamp set. And then you can also get the matching die cuts if you wanted to. There's 8 pieces of those. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and start pulling some of this out. This is the also part of the paper pumpkin. It is the grass. We're going to use that. We're going to use the words I believe in you from that set. We are going to make this bookmark. And we are also going to make a tag for this. And this is a bag. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put hand sanitizer or something in it and give it to a friend of mine, okay? Just to let her know that she's not alone. She lives alone, but, oh, I got to get this out too. I also have a die cut in there. But she lives alone, and I want to let her know that she's not alone, okay? So if she's afraid, this is a great scripture for anybody that's feeling a little bit fearful of what's going on in our world today. So this is the bag. My first thought was that I was going to decorate the bag with the words, I made you, I have made you, and I have sustained you. But then I thought I'm just going to use the bag as a bag. And then I'm going to show you how to make this bookmark. And guys, this is it's 5 by 2, so it's 5 inches by 2 inches. And then we are going to use the scallop punch to give it the place where we can put our ribbon in. So I turn mine over, my punch is over, so that I can see where I'm punching it. And I'm just taking this right to the very tip top, like that. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's right at the edge right there. And I'm just going to give it a little punch. And then I automatically have a bookmark. Okay, I already did the tag for the bag for you, and then I have that one. So we'll do the tag for the bag first. So I'm going to just set these to the side because I got ahead of myself. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pretty little die cut that came out of my paper pumpkin, and I'm going to put it on this. And again, I'm going to grab dimensionals because it is the tag. Now, if it was the bookmark, I probably would not use the dimensionals because a lot of people still like to use bookmarks, and dimensionals just cause it to be popped up different. As you can see, I'm just now getting into my new dimensionals from the paper pumpkin kit. I just now did it. Internet was being bad. I'm sorry, Melinda. Yes, I agree with Melinda. She said that care packages are important for those who live alone now. And I agree with that. You know, we need to be checking on them. I know we're supposed to be putting social distancing between us, but, you know, it's nice to, you don't have to go inside their house if you go to visit them. You could actually just ring their doorbell, put this on, I'm trying to decide how I want to put these flowers and leaves. Yeah, I want it to go this way. Put this on their door. You could hang it on their door or just ring the doorbell, sit it beside the door, step back, be 6 feet away, and say, I just wanted to let you know that we're here for you. If you need us, holler at us. And I think that's a wonderful thing that we can do for each other, and then we can be a blessing to each other. So, okay. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp this in the Memento Black. And then I'm just going to put it in the bottom. And it says, I believe in you. And I counted to 10. That turned out really pretty. It's just a simple little tag. Nothing too crazy about it. I'm a very simple stamper. I like being a simple stamper. I can get creative and do a lot of harder things, but I don't. I've tried that, and it was just a little frustrating for me, so I don't always do that. Now, here's my ribbon. And guys, this is, I think it was, I want to say it's Calypso Coral, but I'm not sure. And I'm not sure if they still carry it. So it's just a ribbon that I had, and I like it. So I'm going to get it. And I really cut off way too much for what I'm going to do with it. Let's see, I have a smaller piece here, but it might be too small. I really don't want to waste that piece of ribbon. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is cut this ribbon down. I'm going to have to. I was going to just make it into like a bookmark type thing, but I really can't do that. I really don't want to do that, I guess I should say, because it would be too short and I wouldn't be able to get it to hold on to the package. So I am going to just simply put this on here, which I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm going to put it on. You guys know I'm horrible at bows, but I'm going to give it a swirl. Put the bow on. And of course I'm doing it where it's going to want to go backwards, right? I told you when I started that I was having one of those days where I'm just feeling a little bit out of sorts, and it's showing. It is showing, and I don't know why I'm out of sorts. I just am. And what I'm doing, guys, is I'm giving myself almost a finger space. Well, it is a finger space. It's my finger. And I'm just going to tie the knot up here. And I don't want to tie it too tight because I don't want her to have trouble getting it off. And then after, oh no, it's all twisty-turvy. Okay. Never fails, right? Okay, here we go. So there you can see it's just a little cute bag with a little tag on it. And you can write on the back of the tag, if they weren't home, you could write something. I believe in you. I hope that you're safe and sound. Please let me know if you need anything, Rhonda. I could do something like that, or just please let me know if you need anything. And so that's what she's going to get. She probably won't get the hand sanitizer unless I call her and find out if she needs it or not. But then now we're going to do the bookmark really quick. And what I decided to do is I kind of wanted to go along with what the paper pumpkin theme was. And so I'm going to take my shaded spruce and put it over there for the moment. I need the gray. And as you can see, I have a dauber, what I call a dauber. And so I'm going to take the slate gray, and I'm going to bring this over here. I'm going to put that over there, bring it a little closer to me. And you daub it into your ink pad like so. I test it to see just how dark it really is, and then I go really lightly over where I want it to go. And I'm giving it the dark sky first. And just kind of, and you can actually go a little deeper and make some clouds if you want to with this, or you could use your stamps. That's one of the things I like about the paper pumpkin stuff, is even after you have used all the stuff that they give you, you can still make stuff with it by just adding a little ink and paper and using the stamp set that they gave you. And I can show you really quick. I wasn't going to do this because it makes a lot of ruffling sounds on the camera. Of course, last time I did a live, it sounded funny. Facebook is they're fixing to switch how they do it. And I just grabbed a paper pumpkin block just because that was what was handy. Show you guys. And the videos aren't coming out as nicely as they were. And that really is kind of frustrating to me, because I'm thinking, really? You know, just because you want to change it, don't mean you have to mess up the ones we have now. So as you can see, I'm just kind of adding a little bit like that for clouds. And you could do that using your paper pumpkin, because now we have clouds, right? So I want to do I'm going to go back in and I'm going to blend again. I'm going to go in and I'm going to blend that cloud just a little bit so that it's just, voila. There's our gray topper with the clouds. And then I'm going to take the balmy blue. And you guys notice I reuse my daubers, and so I just write on them what color they are. And then I store them with my inks, and I know I can just reuse them over and over again. So here's the balmy blue. I'm bringing it down, and you can actually kind of make a little bit of blue sky in there if you want to, just to kind of not make it quite so dark. And then I just come down and do this. And if I wanted to, I could go ahead and do the bottom here a green, but I'm just going to make it really lighter blue. I'm just kind of blending it into where it's lighter. Can you believe I'm blending, Marty? Marty's the real artist in the family, and he does beautiful painting, and he does beautiful work, and I'm very proud of him. He's pretty awesome. Hi, Anna Marie. Yeah, I like the extra clouds too. I think they make it look really good. Now I'm going to use my shaded spruce. And, whoops, y'all see what I just did? I broke my ink pad a while back, because I don't know how I did it, but I broke it. I had a moment, and I broke my ink pad. But you can take and still use it. I just have to make sure I don't forget that I broke it before. And what I like about the photopolymer, is it photopolymer? Is that how you say that? Yeah, photopolymer. That was right. What I like about it is you can see through it, so I can see that I've got this really inked up good. And I'm going to ink off. I'm going to stamp off, and then I'm going to stamp back on, so that it's not quite as dark as that. And then I'm going to try maybe just do, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take all that ink off. And then I'm just going to ink one of these, make it a little darker, and I'm going to put it kind of right here off just a little bit. And there we go. And my ink pad is, my chamois is really wet. I just got finished doing it. Excuse me. I just got finished washing it. I had to have a drink. My allergies are really acting up. Of course, you guys know I have allergies year round. Then what I do to fix this is I just set it in there like so. That side goes first. Then you set it in there. And then I just click it back in place. And it's all done. And the ink doesn't dry out. This has been broke for probably a couple of months. I need to get a new one and replace it, but you know. Okay, so we got that. Now I'm going to take my sentiment, and on the other one I used the shaded spruce, and I didn't like that it didn't come out as nice and crisp as I liked it. So I'm going to really ink this up in the Memento Black this time, and I'm really wanting to make sure that it does good. And if I wanted to, I could have used the Stamparatus, and that would have, I could have placed it and replaced it. Yeah. So I just have all kinds of stuff going on over here, you guys. So how are you guys doing? Are you staying home? Are you working? Are you playing? Are you doing crafts? Are you playing games? What are you doing? Are you watching a lot of TV, taking naps? Do you work from home and so you're working? Okay, I cleaned that off because, as you can see, I had smudges here, and it's because I rocked it a while ago. I don't want those smudges. So I'm going to place it right here. And I'm pressing it down, and I'm letting that ink absorb into that paper. Usually, as you guys know, I count, but tonight I didn't want to count. Okay, now if I was doing it on the Stamparatus, I would do it one more time just to make it a little darker so that it would say, because I did make my clouds a little dark. I have made you, and I will carry you, I will sustain you, and I will rescue you. So for those that are afraid of what's going on in the world, just remember that promise that God made you. He can carry you through whatever's going on in the world, and He will sustain you, and He will rescue you. So don't let your fears control you. Okay? Just believe in God that He can take care of it, because He says so. And so there's that. All right, we're going to grab, I was thinking about my ribbon a while ago, and I think we're just going to grab another piece of ribbon. This time we are. Whew, I don't want to use too much of it. I hoard my ribbon, guys. I love ribbon. So it's like, ooh, it's getting close to the end, but it's not. It's got a long ways to go. So, and I just chose this color just because I thought it would be a color that my friend would like. She likes these type of colors, and so I wanted her to have something that she would like. Now, I always have to do this, and a lot of times I have to do it twice because I get confused on which way I should be going with this. But it's very simple to do. You guys probably did this when you were in school. Yep, see, I did it backwards. I always do it from the back, and you're supposed to do it from the front so that your loop will cover the front. So let's try again. And I just used just a piece of Whisper White paper. You could actually use a heavier cardstock if you wanted to do a different color. And I just chose this one tonight because it was available to me. And then you just pull, get it where you want it. And then if you wanted to, you could take a glue dot and hold that into place. But I won't bore you with that. But there is our bookmark. And it will go in my gift bag with this. And I will probably, this fits the size of books I believe that I write. And let me see if I have one, and I'll show you guys what she's probably going to get in that. Okay. She loves to read. This is not my book. This is another person's book, but I'm pretty excited about it. And it fits right inside there, like so. It sticks up a little bit. I can put the bookmark right inside there. As you can see, I got the book at Walmart. But how cute of a gift is that? You could put a few little chocolates in there with it if you wanted to, or you could put a tea bag so they could have a little cup of tea while they're reading, because, you know, we all love to read, and we all, well, I say we all love to read. Everyone in my family loves to read. So anyway, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video tonight. If you have any questions, you know you're welcome to let me know if there's anything that you saw tonight. The Hope, Hold On to Hope is a wonderful Easter stamp set. It might, you know, you might feel like it's too late to get it for this year, but it would be wonderful to keep for next year too. So anyway, there's that. If you want to know what the number is or anything like that, just let me know. But I hope you enjoyed that. This is the bag that we did. Where's my card? Throw it over here. And here is the card we did. And I can actually put the card with this, and it all matches. So there we go, guys. Thank you very much for coming and spending your time with me. I appreciate it so much. Thank you, Elizabeth. Ah, you've been doing home crafts and videos. You'll have to tell me all about that. All right, guys. Well, thank you, and I will see you next time. Until then, this Gibson girl is going to say, let's raise this up. And she's going to say bye-bye for now. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.